Hi, I'm Rob. I'm an alcoholic still.
How are you feeling now?
Um, I'm feeling better than I was. Um, there's still the odd thought of despair and worthlessness, and I'm not gonna lie, the odd thought of suicide. But what you have done for me in the last couple of weeks has definitely boosted my serotonin levels because I've not been taking drugs now for 9 days. Before I was taking not heroin, crack and cocaine. For it's not funny, Des. Stop laughing. It was serious.
I think about crack heroin.
Yeah, but yeah, I was taking cocaine and crack. Well, mainly crack for the last 4 years of my life. You know, and it wasn't a fun experience. But what, for some reason, Des has done for me in the last week, showing me activities like ice skating, going out experiencing things, making fires around lakes, like just things that I would have never done myself. And these last 2 weeks have somehow just wiped that feeling that I do not want to take drugs anymore. I've fucking had enough. The only thing I've got left is alcohol, which I tried today not to drink, but then the shakes come in, I start sweating and it's not healthy and I've got to limit it down. But I'm going to rehab on Monday, guys, and when I get clean, I will not go back to it, I can promise you.
What things have you learned about yourself during these weeks?
That you've got to, respect your body. You can't keep chucking these toxins, this unhealthy lifestyle is no good for anyone, because at the end of the day, there's only so far you can push your body until eventually, your body's going to break down, your mind's going to break down, your mental state is going to break down. And I'm a 30-year-old man with a lot of potential, and again, Des is making me realise that I have got something to look forward to in the future by showing me these activities, things that take you away from thinking I've just got to wake up and drink, I've got to wake up and score, I've got to, just keep dulling my fucking mental health and thought process down, which, like I say, it's not sustainable. I can't do this for a long amount of time or I'm going to end up dead by the time I'm 45, and I do want to eventually have kids and a family. That is my aim in life, like anyone's.
Has your relationship with yourself changed?
Somewhat. I mean, my cousin once said to me, Rob, when you're looking in the mirror and talking to yourself, that's when you realise you've got to get help. And I still do walk about and talk to myself a bit. Not gonna lie. But it has got better. Moderately better.
How do you feel about rehab?
Turn the lights out, turn the lights out.
Okay, sorry, we had some technical issues with the lights.
Lighting issues.
Okay, so how do you feel about going to rehab?
I feel scared, excited, anxious, and I feel like it's gonna help. Like I say, all I've got left is the alcohol. I've paid already myself for a detox, which cost me £120 for a doctor to, give me a detox so my internal organs don't fail me from just stopping it itself. And then after that, it's going to be a hard thought to process what I'm going to have to do to sit there sober for months upon end, which is something that I've been doing my whole life. Something that you go to a shop, you look on your Facebook fucking feed, and it's like 3 for 2 on your fucking pink gin, son. Come in, go to your co-op, it's all sat there on the shelf. It should be like tobacco, it should be behind a fucking grey screen. There should be no fancy colours to it, because alcohol in a whole kills more middle-aged men than what all your other drug groups do put together. And until we start fucking wising up and realising this and going down the pubs, you know, and fucking, oh, it's sunny, let's all go and have a few pints, it's going to keep killing middle-aged people who can't control it, and it's not fair. And when you want the help, like I said probably in my last video, it's not fucking there when you get to this. It's like, oh, just stop drinking. It's not that easy, guys. And that's why I'm now forcing myself to go to a rehab. I'm taking myself out of this fucking bogus system that has literally fucked me and has not helped me. So yeah, that's my answer, I suppose, to rehab.
How do you feel about your future after getting out from
I
rehab?
feel very scared. I feel very scared about how my mental state's going to be. I mean, I've only not got a drink for half a day and my mental state goes fucking right downhill. And I'm very scared about this, but something hopefully, I mean, I'm going to have to be there for 12 to 18 months and I'll take the full 18. And that's something hopefully I will be able to sustain, maintain and get a grip of. Because if not, I'll just go straight back and crack on with what I've been doing my whole life. And that's, you know, I've drunk enough fucking alcohol for probably fucking 10 men's lifetime, and it's not something to brag about, but it's not been a nice ride. And if it wasn't for you the last 3 weeks being with you, drinking on your own is a lonely place, and you drink and drink and drink, and then you feel like, what's the fucking point? And then you wake up and it's just like the only two drugs, you've got heroin and alcohol, they're the only two that you need a detox from. But I can go and readily buy my alcohol off the fucking shelf, and it's not right. It needs to be addressed. It needs some sort of, you know, it needs to be addressed seriously.
So what would you like to do when you get out from rehab? What are your plans?
I'd like to, from my experiences, like I say, I've been to doctors, I've been to hospitals, I've been to the police, I've tried every fucking thing to get myself sorted, and the help is not there. So when I get myself clean and sober, I know the patterns, I know the feelings, I know the thoughts, I know everything around most drugs, most, you know, you might say alcohol, drugs, but alcohol is a drug. I know all about it because I've done it and I've experienced it, and I will give my knowledge to help these people who potentially are in a position that I've been in, that your son's been in, that people have been in. So yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to help the world. I'd like to give. I don't want money. I don't want to give them money. I want to give them the information, the skill set, the skill set to deal how to combat addiction. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do in my life. And I wish you all the best. Thank you. Good night.